Hi everyone, myself Pisesur Palit, team leader of Team 40. As we know, the whole world is suffering from COVID-19 pandemic. At this time of COVID-19 pandemic, all the students are dependent on online education. Me and my team try to redefine the problems during the online classes and try to list the solutions which can be done.
In online education, the students find it difficult to adapt to the online learning environment immediately after the traditional classroom learning environment. As students are moving toward learning online from traditional classrooms, it becomes difficult for teachers to adjust to a new learning platform. Teaching online may not get influenced against students for a longer period of time. Many students are not well equipped with high internet connection that is required for online learning. Due to this, they face problem in going live for virtual learning and other platforms that require an internet connection. The more detailed the syllabus, the easier it is to communicate to the students. Sometimes teachers are not given enough time the preparation of content for the students. Also, there are students who avoid communication with the teachers during online learning. Assessment is the most important part of online learning for students as well as teachers, and it causes stress to students at times. So whenever there are assignments or projects, teacher might face a lot of questions from the students, and there's less communication between students and teachers. Expectation from the students' performance also differs. Students are likely to experience less homework, fewer assignments, or lack of examination at times. This causes difficulties for teachers in assessment. Many teachers will struggle with technical issues that are unavoidable and cause of stress. They become helpless of technical errors in the middle of the live session or communication with the students. Also, the students lack communicative skills during online learning. Teachers give assessment for improving reading and writing skill, but there is a possibility that they might not be able to write so convincingly that educators understand the concept behind their assignments. There are some students who feel shy to communicate with the teachers and friends due to the new model of learning. It might happen due to lack of interest, poor technological skills with apps and video calls, or unable to express themselves via live chats, email, or text. Learning from home is an amazing experience, but at home but there are things also different, like one might want a massive classroom, park, playgrounds, canteens, friends, teachers to guide them. But with online learning, you have to manage everything in one room with parents around you, and it easily distracted by small things at home or by social media, like
Empathize with stakeholder. When we talk about online education, there are many types of stakeholders. One, project manager. The onus of the overall day-to-day operations of the team lies with the project manager. The smooth execution, monitoring, controlling, and closure of the project fall in with their purview. Second, subject matter experts. Subject matter experts are sought out to lend their unique expertise to make the course interesting and relevant. They are expected to lay the foundation of the training that is being conceived. Third, multimedia designers. These are the people who make the course visually appealing. Just plain text on screen can be very boring to go through and can fail to engage the learner. A visual that complements the text or explains the concept in a pictorial format can ensure learner retention. Fourth, technology experts. Post design and creating a program. The course must be hosted on a platform. Accessibility to a course across geographical boundaries, locations, and on the devices within the learner's reach requires the expertise of the technicians.
Hi everyone, myself Desham. I am from Sri Lanka, my branch Marang. So my topic is develop insight. First one, I'm thanking for giving me this topic. What is the develop insight? Actually, if you gain insight or an insight into a complex situation or problem, you gain an accept and deep understand of it.
Hi everyone, this is Nasar Ilham. I am from Sri Lanka. My department is Marine Engineering. I am going to talk about advantage and disadvantage of developing insight.
Hi everyone, myself Bisweswar Pallit. Nowadays, adaptive learning is using artificial intelligence to adjust the content according to individual needs. It helps in providing personalized courses to identify students' weaknesses and strengths for better learning. Should be provided access to support devices that can help them solve technical problems via call, email, or live chat. Students should pay attention to their instructor during the process of solving the issues. Time management is the most important factor in online learning. It needs time and effort for better learning outcomes. Students should know the factors that can affect their timings during the learning process, such as distraction, multitasking at the time of online classes, and there are many platforms that can engage students for entertainment and communication. First of all, students should adjust or turn off all the notifications. Then make a list of activities on a everyday basis that can help them to avoid distraction during online classes.
I'm Praful from Team 40. In online education, not only students, teachers also faces problem. So, first issue is time commitment issue. So, here is the solution. Teachers should use a friendly tone for communication with their student to establish rapport. They can set reminder for assignment and project in their learning system and then send it to their student few days prior to the submission deadlines. So, and second one is communication problem during online classes. It's a big issue. Yeah, both for students and teachers. Teachers should give flexibility to the student when student ask for making up their deadlines. Providing discussion on practical questions by students can reduce frustration, provide problem solving skills and handling technical issues. So they should provide a platform for the student in order to communicate and collaborate with other fellow students. Yeah, allow other mates. So here is the third solution for of teacher feedback during online classes. Teacher feedback, it's not a big issue but it's also issue. So teachers should understand how important it is to give feedback to the students for their growth and improvement. Make sure that they provide personalized guidance to all the students and so that they can work to their on their learning abilities. So here is the fourth solution of technical issues for teacher during online classes. Teachers should contact technical support for solving problems that can cause hindrance in the learning process. Make sure teacher upgrade their computer with the apps and softwares that can help in an effective learning process with the high speed internet connections. So here are the some issues that faced by the teachers and that's are the solution of their issues. So thank you.
Hi friends, I am Rudranana Das and I am going to talk about the alternative solutions of online classes. The first one is make notes from online classes and study with it. Students can make short notes from their online classes and use them studying at a later time. It is a very good practice as it will help in revising the study topics. Making notes will help you in the later time. Second is study from school class notes. Class notes are undoubtedly the best way to study, prepare, and revise. Students who make regular notes and study from them are relatively better prepared for the exam in comparison to the online learners. Class notes help in concise Class notes helps in concise and comprehensive learning of any topic which ultimately fits well in brain and has a long lasting memory in terms of longevity. The last one is use different assets. Your voice is one of the best study tools you have. If you are good at accents or at least willing to try delays out, you can focus your studies in a whole new and hilarious funny way with excellent results. Adding the fun twist to your schedule will help you see the lighter side of studying, making students' stress and anxiety less of an issue. Thank you.
Most desirable, feasible, and viable solution. So there are many feasible and viable solutions which can be implemented in our daily life. That is, in the online environment, designing lectures that are 18 minutes long can be challenging when there's so much content. One must balance the need to cover content with how much students will remember. Break the lecture into small segments of 18 minutes or less and design some activities in between to make them more meaningful and emotionally engaging for every student. This leads to the next best practice. So, we should create meaningful learning. That is, the human brain will consciously choose to process information when it is meaningful. Otherwise, it gets lost in 400 billion bytes of information per second that it is receiving. To make learning meaningful, let's start with a student inventory. Consider like this a investment portfolio except with data relevant to learning content such as goals, more core values and interest should be gathered and available to the educator. The specific skills that the students wants and need to develop along with the learning modality preferences should also be available in this inventory. In the online education, there's more time and a place for students to contribute to their personal inventory. Educators can take time to gather and analyze the information in the student inventories to effectively design the class to be meaningful by applying learning modalities in delivery of content and many more. So, this is Darshan Praraj signing off.
Other viable solution for online education. First, increase student engagement. Since motivation tends to flag over time, it is necessary to sustain student enthusiasm and interest. Provide active learning opportunities even in our social distanced environment. Project-based learning is not impossible. Student might contribute to a class blog, create podcast and a video story. Second point, sense of community. Help student to know one another. Split a large class into smaller units. Within the smaller breakout groups, help the student to participate icebreaker activities. The breakout session also provide opportunities to students to share their opinion, knowledge, and experience. Third point, make decision meaningful. Whether the decision take place orally within a breakout session or by text, either through chat or a decision form, make sure that the decision genuinely contribute to student learning.
Hey guys, now I'm going to illustrate the topic will online classes blur the lines of quality of education between government and private educational systems. This unprecedented COVID-19 situation has severely impacted more than 1.5 billion student learners across 190 countries. However, this pandemic has presented a watershed moment for education system around the world, especially in India. Though this was a temporary one, even with the current shift to virtual education, government schools are struggling more than the private ones. The transition from offline to online has presented Indian students with multiple learning opportunities. In India, whether it is a developing town or a rural level, the quality of education is significantly different in both the government and private schools. When the entire education system shifts to online learning, the factors like good infrastructure, good teachers, and the quality of education they provide melts away. The common level playing field is a digital screen with a good internet facility. With the vast resources available online, a student just need guidance. The quality of education of government school and to some extent some private schools has been on the lower side until the 5 months back. With the pandemic hitting us, schools are shut down and the teachers and students have had no option but to adopt the e-learning process. Most private schools are well equipped with the infrastructure to provide the students with all the facilities of e-learning. Government schools have always face this kind of issue in terms of providing the decent infrastructure to the students, and thank you.
I'm Sasi Paida, going to discuss about advantages of online education. So it provides a wide range of flexibility to many people who turn to online learning. It also has the ability to advance a career and has a wide range of courses and programs. A broader range of perspectives, immediately applicable coursework, affordability. It provides the opportunity to watch a lecture once again.
Hi everyone, myself Gyanendra Naik. So, what is prototype in online education? A prototype in online education is an integral part of course development. In simple words, an e-learning prototype is a mini version of how your complete functional e-learning course will look like. Attention grabbers used in the course assessments that are mapped to the learning objectives.
Myself Abhishek Kumar. So the advantages on prototype in online education are: first, finding design issue to improve accuracy. The idea that we conceptualize in mind might not be possible while developing. While making the prototype, we can solve at this stage itself. Second, meeting expenses and sharing information better. It helps in align the course with the expectations of stakeholder. It is the best way to convey the design ideas to both the parties. The third one is revealing unseen opportunities. While developers develop the prototype, they reveal many unseen opportunities which make the course rich. Thank you.
My name is Mohammad Rashid and I am from Group 8B. Today I am going to talking about online education. And here we go. 2 weeks into lockdown, 75% of students reported that their life has become more difficult and 50% felt learning outcome would be harder to achieve due to sudden shift in online education. The corresponding numbers are 57% and 71% respectively. The most pressing concern among students are lack of interaction and data bandwidth, reduced motivation and effort. The students collaborated with any digital group but wanted a smaller group with students they know than being randomly assigned to group. Students agreed that pre-recorded and streamed lectures, frequent virtual meetings and students response systems could improve learning outcomes in future digital courses. The presence of written home exam over online version of previous on-campus exams was likely to influence by students' familiarity with the former. The dropout rate remained unchanged compared to previous years. Okay.
Now we will discuss feedback mechanism for improvement, considering the fact that we all are stuck at home and the teacher and the school staff are still working hard to put in the effort for us to grow and study is just amazing and very much appreciated. All the teachers can try to make online classes more interesting and more interactive for kids. Teachers should make quizzes in online classes to make the classes more interesting. Teacher should give practical examples to the students for better understanding. And teacher should always encourage the students to study more and gain knowledge and to become a successful person in their life.